Hey guys, King Jet here, and this is a video from Cult of Hate. I'll put a link down to the whole video down below. But Phil had a very supportive first stream, mainly thanks to one contributor. That's kind of the usual for what happens for Phil. Email tipped him $200 from the get-go, and other people tipped him overall, so he got like $268, I think, from that first stream. But this is him talking at the start of a night stream now, so even though he's had such a great first stream, YouTube's still not paid him, and he's still kind of bugging out about it, so listen to what Phil says here. Oops, here we go.
I didn't have enough, as of this morning, I definitely didn't have enough for my day off tomorrow, okay? So I kind of talked to my audience about it in the morning, and just so you guys know, I had an incredibly supportive stream earlier today. We far exceeded the tips goals. It was great. As of right now, I'm in a almost good enough position to have my regular day off tomorrow and afford everything, including groceries, pet supplies, a few errands I need to run. I was actually saying last week I skimped. So this week I need to do things like get gas for the car and other things for the house that we've run out of, and now I didn't get paid. So
I'm kind of curious, I'll say, the title of Call of Hate's video here, $260 is almost enough for Phil Burnell's day off. And he seems quite, flabbergasted by this, you know what I mean? And I think most people would agree, usually. It is a lot of money for one singular day off to spend. But people don't actually realise that there is actually... Phil actually spends more than that. Well, Phil has spent more than that often on days off. And I'll show you what I mean. Using the information from Pizza Pieces tips tracker from the bank leak section, I'll link that as well down in the description if you've not checked it out. I made this up a while ago. So this is the average, well, this is basically what Phil spent on days off before. On the 21st of July, he spent $186 on groceries, $80 on DoorDash. This was actually just on pet supplies. He even bought himself coffee, total wine visit, and it totals up to $363.12. Now this first one, I've got a wee note here. He had just gotten his YouTube payment. A lot of his spending around this time suddenly went to iTunes and PayPal microtransactions. A lot of repeated entries of $9.99, $29.99 and even $99.99. But this is literally his own payday. This was his payday at that time. And 27th as well, he spent around about a similar amount. I've got a note here saying, isn't that kinda low? Well, aye. But I think I know why. Phil had a lot of additional stuff to be paid around this point of time. $184 on the cell phone, $212 in car insurance, $750 on taxes, $200 accounting fees, and $291 on health insurance, which is why $342 was actually kind of low for Phil that week. Or that day even. So yeah. So this is less than a year ago from now. The 3rd of August 2021 saw him spend $205 on groceries alone. Then he got $40 just on food. A meal out to, cat. Then there was door dashing as well that happened that day. That's $70 right there. More pet supplies. And the total wine was at $80. So it really does all add up. And also the best one is the one at the bottom here. It's just $168 on groceries, and occasionally he had like retail shopping as well. So for whatever reason, he spent, I think it was like one singular purchase as well, one item or one visit to this place anyway, had $170 getting spent on something retail related. So that's why it's quite a lot higher than usual for that week in 17th of September 2021. So I thought it was interesting. I thought if people weren't aware of what Phil's kind of average day of spending was like, less than a year ago, here's a good breakdown of it, So that's what I used Pieces Tips Tracker. You can see for yourself here where he has the days off, groceries here, Costco, $139 from the 15th of September. So, this is 2020. So this is 2020. So it's not going to be on this tracker because I went on the most recent ones only that we had available. I didn't include the older stuff. I could actually go back more and add more, but I just thought I'd add the most recent stuff available to us from the bank week's data. That's what I'm saying, it's not unusual for Phil to spend quite a lot of money on grocery shopping. It's just, obviously Total Wine as well, you know, this time's $35 and Red Maya groceries $186 there. This is from 2020, but you get what I mean though. Phil saying that, you know, he's almost got enough to get what he needs doesn't shock me based on his previous spending from his days off when you take into account not just the groceries but the food he spends on a meal out and then the door dashing that happens afterwards and even pet supplies to Jasper, which is usually like 40 odd bucks or 50 odd bucks, and even alcohol as well. Sometimes it's going to be about 35, 40 bucks, and sometimes if they need to stock up on more than usual it'll be 80 odd bucks. So it doesn't surprise me one bit. But Phil will likely get paid. Well, he's probably been paid by now. I'm making this video the morning in Scotland. It's 22nd of June today. So it is Wednesday here in sunny Scotland. And yeah, I just thought I'd share some information that I'd compiled once upon a time ago, just to show what Phil's kind of spending is like on his days off from, you know, less than a year ago, just so you had an idea. And obviously, everything's going to be more expensive now. Grocery shopping is more expensive. So it would not shock me if he ends up spending maybe $200 on groceries. Although he says that they try to skimp and hold back and all that shit, who knows? But it's not going to be an issue for Phil anyway, because he will have been paid, I'm pretty sure by now. So, okay, but I just thought I'd kind of share this information, because people, as I said, Phil seems to be kind of cranky here, especially this little middle one. Just because he kind of the outrage he has that Phil thinks he thinks that it's somehow not enough for Phil, but to me it doesn't surprise me, just based on his silly spending habits. So yeah, I just thought I'd share information. But links down below if you want to watch the whole video. It's a 12-minute video from Cult, and I'll share the video down below, as well as Piece of Pieces tips tracker. But yes, it's been kind, Jad. Hope you enjoyed the video. Peace out, guys.